Most of us are taught that having a job is the safest way to secure our future. Is it though? This is a question that many of us have pondered, but few have dared to challenge. We're told from a young age that a job equals security. You clock in, do your work, and at the end of the month you get your paycheck. It's reliable, it's predictable. But is it secure? Let's consider the reality. The world of employment is far from stable. Layoffs happen, sometimes out of nowhere. Recessions hit, and suddenly even the most solid companies are letting people go. Then there's automation, a looming threat that's rapidly making many jobs obsolete. These are real risks, ones that are outside of your control. You're at the mercy of your employer, of the economy, of technology. You're vulnerable, and that's not security. Now let's contrast this with entrepreneurship. As an entrepreneur, you're in the driver's seat. You call the shots. Sure, it's not without its challenges and risks, but you have the power to navigate them. You're not passively waiting for the next paycheck. You're actively creating your income stream. You're not dependent on one source of income. You can diversify. You're not limited by a salary cap. Your earning potential is limitless. And you're not tied to a desk. You have the freedom to work when and where you want. So you see, the notion of job security is a lie. It's a mirage that keeps people chained to their desks, living in constant fear of the next layoff, the next recession, the next wave of automation. True security doesn't come from a job. It comes from the ability to generate income independently. It comes from the freedom and flexibility that entrepreneurship offers. So, the next time you find yourself clinging to the illusion of job security, remember this. Job security is a mirage that keeps people chained to their desks. The true security lies in the ability to generate income independently. And that, my friend, is the power of entrepreneurship. The allure of steady paychecks is strong, but is it worth the price you're paying? Now you might be tempted to answer, well, isn't that what we all want? A regular, dependable income? And that's the catch, isn't it? The security of a fixed income is tempting, but it caps your earning potential. It's like putting a ceiling on your dreams. You're trading your time for a finite amount of money, and no matter how hard you work, that paycheck remains the same. Now contrast this with entrepreneurship. It's a roller coaster, sure, but it's a ride with no height limit. Your income can grow exponentially, limited only by your ambition and effort. Think about it. Would you rather be stuck in a comfort zone with a steady income, or would you dare to step out, take a risk, and potentially earn more than you ever imagined? A steady income is a comfort zone, but comfort zones rarely lead to extraordinary success. Company benefits and perks may seem enticing, but are they really as valuable as you think? Consider this. Health insurance, paid time off, retirement plans. These are all part of the package that keeps you tethered to your desk. But what are they really? They are incentives designed to make the 9-to-5 grind seem more appealing, more worthwhile. But let's take a step back for a moment. What if you could set your own schedule? What if you could dictate your own holidays, your own healthcare decisions? That's the beauty of entrepreneurship. It provides you with the flexibility and freedom that no amount of corporate perks can match. So, the next time you find yourself swayed by the allure of company benefits, remember, they're just golden handcuffs, keeping you tied to a job you might not even enjoy. It's time to break free and grab hold of the control that comes with being your own boss. Climbing the corporate ladder seems like the path to success, but is it really? Picture this. You're tirelessly working, striving to reach the next rung, the next promotion, the next raise. You're told that with each step, you're inching closer to the pinnacle of achievement. But let's pause for a moment, consider how narrow that ladder is. Just one path, one direction, up. But what if you're not even interested in the view from the top? What if the climb is leaving you exhausted, burnt out, and disillusioned? You see, the corporate ladder is a one-size-fits-all approach to success. But success isn't a one-size-fits-all concept. Now let's flip the script. Imagine a world where you're not confined to a single ladder. Picture a vast landscape with multiple peaks, each representing a different goal, a different dream. This is the world of entrepreneurship. Here you're not climbing someone else's ladder. You're creating your own. And you're not just going up, you're exploring in every direction. In this world, success isn't defined by a title or a pay grade. It's defined by personal growth, by the fulfillment of your passions, by the impact you make. You're not just working to make someone else rich. You're working to enrich your own life and the lives of those around you. Sure, entrepreneurship isn't easy. It's a journey full of challenges and risks. But isn't it better to take the wheel and steer your own course rather than being a passenger on someone else's ride? So, let's debunk this myth once and for all. The corporate ladder is just another illusion. It's a narrow path that often leads to a place you didn't even want to reach. True success comes from creating your own ladder and climbing it at your own pace. It comes from defining your own goals, following your own path, and living life on your own terms. It's about embracing the journey, not just the destination. The corporate ladder is just another illusion. True success comes from creating your own ladder and climbing it at your own pace. So, what's the truth about wage slavery, and how can you break free? The reality is, the traditional 9-to-5 job is built on a series of misconceptions. The illusion of job security, the myth of steady income, the deception of benefits and perks, and the false promise of climbing the corporate ladder. These are the lies that keep many chained to a desk, trading their time for someone else's profit. But there's an empowering alternative: entrepreneurship. It's a path that allows you to take control, to create value, to innovate, and ultimately, to shape your own destiny. You can start small, perhaps with a side hustle. You can learn, grow, and network. You can take control of your time and your income. Make no mistake, it's a journey that requires courage, determination, and resilience. But it's also a journey that can lead to freedom, fulfillment, and financial independence. The truth is, you're not meant to be a wage slave. You're meant to be free, to create, to innovate, and to live life on your own terms. The time to break free is now.